Soto got with the New York Mets. But
Oh my!
quick breaking news: the Cleveland Guardians made a
I
trade.
saw that. I did
Andres
see that.
Gimenez is no longer a Cleveland Guardian.
I'm shocked.
He
I
is
am
a
actually shocked.
Toronto Blue Jay.
I love Gimenez. I thought he was the second. I thought he was the best second baseman defenseman I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is the Dolans being cheap again.
They're saying it's to make room for Bonanza, the first overall pick.
They're moving him. Like, I get it. He just won a championship with the Lake County Captains, but you're going to move him right past Akron and Columbus and bring him straight to majors?
Very well could.
I guess. But, geez, you're going to have Rocchio at shortstop, probably. Ramirez at third. I've heard the Guardians are open to trading Lane Thomas and Josh Naylor, too.
I've heard that too, which both of that I don't like.
Yeah, especially Lane Thomas. Because I was there for his grand slam against Detroit. So,
All right, well, how about this came out of left field for me? Not necessarily the 15 years and 765 million, because who cares? It's baseball. If I ever have kids, I'm teaching them how to play baseball so they can be rich. But the New York Mets outbidded the Dodgers, outbidded the freaking Yankees, outbidded the Red Sox for Juan Soto. And as I said today on Brandon's World, if Juan Soto in the next 15 years does not win a World Series with the New York Mets, this contract will be an absolute massive failure. And if you look around history in baseball, outside of Shohei Ohtani's massive contract with the Dodgers that resulted in the World Series, all the times these major, massive contracts for star players don't work out.
Yeah. I mean, Bryce Harper's contract, for the most part, has worked out in Philadelphia.
Well, has it? They haven't won a World Series yet. If they don't win a World Series, that's a failure. They've made it. That's not winning it.
That's true. Manny Machado's contract has definitely been a failure.
Failure. I'm sorry. Mike Trout and the Angels. Now, that's more Angels than Trout, but that was a failure. To me, so far, Francisco Lindor with the Mets has been a failure.
So, here's my thing. With this contract, does that mean it's the end of the polar bear era in New York with the Mets?
Boy, I don't know, because it seems like to me, the new owner, Stephen Cohen, seems like to me, money's just an object to him.
Like, I think if the Mets, it's great. You got Lindor, you got Juan Soto. But if you want to be a factor, you got to keep the polar bear. And I'll tell you another player I think the Mets have to try and keep that kind of came out of nowhere, really, as a starting pitcher, Sean Manaea.
Yeah.
If the Mets want to be a factor, they got to keep Manaea. They got to keep Polar Bear.
And did you see the news as well regarding Max Fried, who is now on the way from Atlanta to the New York Yankees?
I did hear about this. That is a huge loss for Atlanta. I think that's a bigger loss for Atlanta than it is like a addition for the Yankees. A
bigger gain for the Yankees. Yeah, I mean, the Braves were beat all to hell to last year. Still snuck into the wild card, obviously, because the Mets and them had that handshake agreement at the end of the season with that rain out. But, Juan Soto, now he goes back to the NL East. He was in Washington. Then he got dealt to San Diego. Then, obviously, with the Yankees. But this Mets owner now is willing to spend. This came out of left field. The Mets.
Yeah. I don't get it. It definitely adds fuel to the fire in terms of the Subway Series. I'll tell you that.
Well, let me ask you this quick question. A little bit off topic, but it's got to deal with baseball.
I know what you're going to talk about.
Originally in the rundown, this Manfred, this new golden rule, which basically says if you're not on base, I'm assuming you can come up at one point anytime in the game and be inserted. What the hell? I, I mean, what is even the point then, Josh, of having a lineup in baseball? Because Juan Soto could have just batted, for instance, gotten it out. Francisco Lindor comes up and gets a walk, and Juan Soto's right back up to the plate. What the hell kind of thing is this?
It is so freaking stupid. Um, it 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 ruins the impact of baseball, and it it takes some of the strategy out of the game. Like uh, like it. I I don't know if the thing is if you're on base, you can't be the golden batter. So if
That
Otani is on first,
it
could
has to
he?
be that way. Otherwise, what would you do? Pinch run him or put a ghost man on? I mean,
I guess. But what? Otani's at second, and he can say, "Okay, I'm gonna come up to bat anyway."
there's no way that couldn't be allowed.
You,
I
you
my
just don't
base of the
know.
rule
But
was you should not have to be on base, but you can bat anyone in the lineup. That was the gist I got from the proposal.
it's so dumb. And Major League, the Players Association's probably gonna say yes to it.
You know, I've been wrong about baseball before. I was wrong about the pitch clock. I did not think it was going to work. I was wrong about the Manfred rule, runner on second base to start extra innings. I still don't love it, but I
I
guess it
don't.
does get. But
It.
I
I don't
guess it does
personally
get the
like
game
it.
over with faster. You don't really want a 15 inning game in April. I get it. Um, this one I don't get.
No, this one's bad. He's just
Sure.
he's just ruining whatever little legacy he had.
Well, his only legacy, because a lot of baseball fans did not like Bud Selig, and Manfred was viewed worse than Selig. Manfred's only legacy to this point is instituting the pitch clock.
Yeah, I mean, I could I could shit on Manfred, excuse my French there, for the way he handled the Houston Astros scandal. I could crap on him for how he handled how he's handled the whole thing with the Athletics, how he's handled the whole thing with the Tampa Bay Rays. That's just a few examples.